Hey, what's up, guys? So, been getting quite a bit of comments. Not even just recently, just in general. I've always had comments of people who are like, "Oh, can you quad flip? Have you ever done a quad flip?" And yeah, I've done several quad flips in my life. You know, I've had a few in video parts, and then this one that I just showed you that was in a Bangin that I filmed for the barracks back in 2020. Yeah, I filmed it in 2020, came out in 2021. But yeah, the reason I don't do quad flips that much is it takes so much effort, which is like kind of obvious, but you'd think because I do triple flips a lot, it wouldn't be that much more of a stretch, but it honestly is. Like, you kind of just like lose that strength to flip the board that much within, I don't know, the first couple of tries. You notice like it starts to go away. So you pretty much have to like commit to it as soon as you can. And yeah, so this specific one that I was doing for my Bangin, it's weird. I'd always wanted to film a Bangin for the barracks. I mean, that's like a lot of skaters dream to do that. But yeah, I actually tried that quad flip on that same obstacle a few years earlier, and I stuck it. And this was when I had never landed a quad flip on anything. That was the first thing I ever stuck it on. And I forget why I stopped trying it back then. But I remember telling myself, I was like, all right, yeah, if I ever get the opportunity to film a Bangin, like, I want that trick to be in it. So, like, that was actually the first trick I filmed for the Bangin, which wasn't really my intention. But my friend Tim, who was filming it, he kind of just asked me right from the beginning, like, what tricks I had in mind to film for the Bangin, and he asked me like, oh, what do you think you want your ender or one of your ender tricks to be? And I'm like, oh yeah, definitely quad flip that gap. And he's like, yep, all right, let's film that right now. And I'm like, what? Like, first trick? And I'm like, shouldn't I like warm up to that a little bit? He's like, nah, you should just get the hardest tricks out of the way first. So a little nervous because like, you know, this is my first time really like filming anything for the barracks. So I didn't want to look like a loser and just not land it. So I just went in there and like tried my absolute hardest, and that trick is easily the hardest one. If you watch the Bangin I put out, that's easily the hardest. That was the hardest trick for me in the whole video. It definitely took a while, maybe around an hour or so, just because like I would stick them a lot, but I don't know, the impact from like going off like a launch ramp and then a pretty decent drop, and then just all that flipping, you mix all that together, it's a whole lot of impact. And got a lot of wheel bite trying that one, and a lot of hot pockets. So yeah, to roll away, it felt really good. And I tell everyone, almost anytime I quad flip anything, it's a super battle. I don't think I've ever gotten that trick like quick any of the times I've done it on anything. But yeah, there you go. So I mean, hopefully this answers some of you who ask if I can quad flip, if I've ever done a quad flip. So here's one of the ones that I've done. And then if you want to watch the Bangin, I put the link in the description. You can watch that if you'd like. All right, yeah, I'll see you later, guys.
I'm done. I'm done, dude.
Hey, it's bolts. Fucking bolts.
Bolts as fuck.
Bolts as fuck, baby.